Good morning. This morning for Science with Sarah, we are with the Young Women's Academy Primary. We are learning all about sound waves with these awesome second graders. And we say, good morning, San Antonio! Stick around for a fun experiment.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. It is Wednesday. It is November 1st. I see people walking around, and that's inside the building.
I know. Well, I just made Fernando here turn our thermostat.
Yeah, it's a little cool here in the studio.
It was chilly. It was chilly because it's chilly outside.
Yeah, 44 degrees. How low did we go this morning, Mia Montgomery?
Yeah, we were monitoring, especially areas north and west of San Antonio overnight for the potential to see thermometers dip down to at least that freezing threshold right around 32 degrees. And that exactly is what we found. Take a look at lows this morning thanks to dry air and clear skies in place. Overnight, we did see places like Bernie, Kerrville, stretching over to Hondo, dip down to that 32-degree threshold. Here in San Antonio, though, a little bit warmer. We managed to stay above freezing for the most part, upper 30s and even a few low 40s out there. So yes, it has definitely been a cold start to this first day of November, but this afternoon is going to be beautiful. You can see we have a ton of sunshine. Temperatures already starting to warm pretty efficiently. We're in the mid 40s now here in town, as well as over in New Braunfels, now in the mid 30s up in Kerrville. We're going to continue to see plenty of blue skies as we head into the afternoon. A high temperature topping off around 63 degrees, winds out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So those winds also starting to come down compared to what we've seen over the past 48 hours. So that'll be the theme this Wednesday. But over the next couple of days, yes, it'll still be nice, but we're gradually going to see a warming trend to take shape, and eventually by this weekend, the humidity is going to start to work back in. Other than that, though, pretty quiet, a calmer weather pattern as well. So unfortunately, no notable rain chances in the forecast over the next 7 days. Still, we'll talk about what we are expecting throughout the rest of the work week coming up in just a few. But first, let's send things over to RJ for a check at the roads.
All right. Not going to lie, things have gotten pretty busy over the past 10-15 minutes or so. Taking a look at TransGuide here. Looking at our camera there, 410 westbound in McCullough, you see we have an incident here. It's being reported as a crash. A couple of emergency crews out here. Looks like we have, appears to be a vehicle off to the side of the road. Now, traffic is moving in this area, but again, moving very slowly through here in this, again, westbound lanes of Loop 410 at McCullough. As we take a look at our maps, you see that's a little bit past the airport right there and a little bit before Blanco Road. So this is causing already a pretty good backup there in this area. I want to let you know about another crash that we're seeing. This is a little bit further south. South of downtown here, I-10 westbound at Flores Street. We also had another crash being reported earlier at Nogalitos Street. That appears as if that has cleared out, but still our drivers in this area, the downtown area, westbound I-10 at Flores Street, still dealing with that one. As we move a little bit west here, now the eastbound lanes of US 90 at Couples Road. We have another crash being reported here, but does not appear to be causing any sort of major significant delays in that area. As a matter of fact, as we take a quick look here at the citywide map, you see that the rest of our traffic moving okay across the area. Wanted to show you real quick that Couples camera. Okay, we can see right there, we do have this vehicle off to the side, the right-hand side of the road here. Again, 90 eastbound at Couples. But again, biggest thing that we've kind of noticed is we do have some significant activity by the San Antonio airports. Things have gotten a little bit busy. We'll continue to update you, give you more information as we get it. Mark and Sarah, back to you guys.
RJ, thank you.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
A loss prevention officer was shot at North Star Mall last night after attempting to stop two people from stealing. San Antonio police say the shooting happened just before 8 p.m. at Macy's in the 7400 block of San Pedro Avenue. Police say the suspects were attempting to shoplift when the security guard confronted them, and that's when she was shot in the leg. So far, there have been no arrests.
Two teens charged in a deadly 2022 shooting have been arrested for the second time after cutting off their ankle monitors. 17-year-old Isaac Gonzalez and a 15-year-old were arrested a year ago after Bexar County deputies say they fired more than 100 gunshots into a far west side home, killing a woman and injuring another inside. They were arrested and given ankle monitors. Both of them have been on the run for weeks for cutting those monitors off. and were arrested again within the last week. Both face murder charges.
New scrutiny this morning of the police response to the Lewiston, Maine shootings that left 18 people dead. The Portland Press-Herald reports there was a 12-hour delay between when officials found suspected shooter Robert Card's vehicle and when investigators began using it for tracking and evidence. A local law enforcement official says that slowed the manhunt. Card had displayed signals that his mental health was on a drastic decline.
Around 80 Egyptian ambulances entered Gaza's Rafah border crossing this morning to receive injured Palestinian patients. Those crossing into Egypt will be the first Palestinians allowed out of Gaza since the war began more than 3 weeks ago. Egypt has said it will not accept an influx of Palestinian refugees because of fears Israel will not allow them to return to Gaza after the war.
No one has been found criminally responsible for the Flint, Michigan water crisis. That's according to Michigan's Attorney General. Flint's water problems can be traced back to 2014 when city and state officials switched the city's water supply from the Detroit water system to the contaminated Flint River in an effort to cut costs. It exposed residents to extremely high levels of lead and prompted more than a dozen lawsuits. A report by the Flint Water Prosecution Team detailing the prosecution's efforts is expected to be released sometime in 2024.
A new study found prolonged aspirin use for some high-risk cardiovascular patients with stents might be ineffective and in some cases even harmful. Doctors often recommend taking aspirin for about a year after having stent surgery to help prevent blood clots. But the study found removing aspirin from the post-operative regimen after 3 months was just as effective in avoiding clotting complications.
The United States Air Force and Space Force have raised their recruitment age limit to 42 years old. The Air Force says it made the change due to a lack of applicants. This year's recruitment target was missed for the first time since 1999. Earlier this year, the Air Force relaxed tattoo and prior drug usage regulations. The new age limit is predicted to bring in an additional 50 recruits a year.
We'll find out in a matter of hours what the Federal Reserve is going to do with interest rates. Its latest two-day meeting wraps up this afternoon. Economists widely expect it will leave rates where they are. The Federal Reserve's Open Market Committee will hold one more meeting on interest rates before the end of the year.
A new Ken is joining Barbie World. Mattel is launching a Ken doll based on actor Ryan Gosling's Ken in the Barbie movie. They're available to order now, but only for the next 2 weeks. Mattel says since they're made to order, it could be several months before they actually ship. And that's today's 9 at 9. A man accused of killing a 5-year-old boy now has a trial date here in San Antonio, but the case still has several unresolved issues. Daniel Garcia is charged with the murder of Dominic Aguilar Acevedo, who was killed back in San Antonio here in July of 2021. The child's body found months later in a Colorado ravine. Garcia's trial is now scheduled for May 3rd of next year. The next hearing is at the end of this month. The victim's mother, Nicole Aguilar, was also charged in the case, but with injury to a child. She's scheduled to go to trial first in this case in February.
There's 1 week to go in the latest special session in Austin. The Texas legislature is officially on the clock to complete Governor Abbott's agenda, including a deal on school vouchers. So let's take a look. The governor said he, quote, reached an agreement with House leaders. According to the Texas Tribune, the governor's deal would provide about $10,400 per student for educational expenses, including private school tuition. All Texas children would be eligible. The deal also reportedly includes funding for teacher pay raises in public schools. School voucher bills have been filed in both the House and the Senate. However, vouchers have yet to make it to a House committee. They also face opposition from both House Democrats and some Republicans.
9:07, 44 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
Pan de Muerto is well known for what you leave on altars during Dia de los Muertos. After the break, we'll tell you how it's made.
And it's time for another Science with Sarah today. Sarah and David out at the Young Women's Leadership Academy. We'll be checking in with them a little later in the newscast. We're waving back. You just can't see us.
Today we celebrate the spirits of our loved ones on Dia de los Muertos, and one important offering on the altars is Pan de Muerto. So our KSAT promotions producer David Hurtado went to the heart of the West Side to see how it's made.
As we celebrate the spirits of our loved ones on Dia de los Muertos, one important offering on altars is Pan de Muerto. So we've come to the heart of the West Side to see how it's made. I am here with Edna, the owner of Panifico Bake Shop, and Amelia, who is the head baker here. And we have all the ingredients for Pan de Muerto, which is very important for Dia de los Muertos. We have our wet ingredients here. So what do we have in here?
You have the milk, you have eggs, you have water, and then we put the orange essence.
Why orange essence? Why is that so important?
The reason why that's so important is because that symbolizes the peace and the happiness that you had with that person when they were alive.
We also put in orange zest, orange peel. Amelia, what's next?
Just want to give it a little quick stir with. Look at you in the details. That's important.
It's all in the details,
yes.
Edna. Okay, see, that's how you're supposed to do it. Look at that. All right, Amelia, we're here at the mixer. What goes first?
Our base. We're gonna add our margarine.
Here, I'm adding the sugar.
So this is live active yeast. So this is called the window test. This is what I was taught. This is when you know that the dough is ready. We'll have this clear view of the dough while it is not breaking.
Start making Pan de Muerto?
Honestly, when we took over the bakery in 2005, that's when I started learning the whole process.
What are the different shapes and what are the most popular for y'all, and maybe if people were to make them at home?
The round traditional that
with
have
the bones on them?
Little bones.
Is Pan de Muerto part of that, feeding of those spirits when they come back?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to represent, is to kind of nourish the soul, because the journey was long and it was a long journey, and so this is what's one of the things that's put on the altar to nourish them. In addition to what was, used to be their favorite foods and their favorite drink when they were alive.
Those are the bones.
Yes, those are the bones that will go on top.
So we got a 2-ounce ball. We're gonna use 3 fingers. We're gonna place the dough and we're gonna roll.
The section in between your fingers is what creates that little indentation.
We're gonna place our little crossbones across from each other from end to end.
Even though they're baked, ready to eat, they're not done, correct?
Yes, so on these, we're gonna dress it with some butter.
Go all over it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Try to get into the little
crevices?
Yes.
So what are we gonna do next?
So on this is my favorite. We grab some sugar and we just cover it.
I missed an area here. I wanna make sure I get sugar everywhere. All right, there we go. And then look, here is Amelia's with the white sugar. And then we've got Edna's with the pink sugar. Well, there you have it, the many different ways you can make Pan de Muerto. We've got the traditional round. These are the plain. We've got the sugar, the ones that are covered in sugar, and of course the figurines, which could represent your loved ones. And then we have the mini figurines. Edna, thank you so much for letting us invade your bake shop here. This is wonderful. And Amelia, thank you for teaching us how to do it. So let's take a little taste. I've got the plain one here. Grab a little piece. Let's see.
I'm getting too much.
Oh yeah, I can definitely taste that orange. Very important for Pan de Muerto.
Nice job, David Hurtado.
Yes,
Awesome.
Thank you, David. Love seeing that. So if you want to get your hands on some Pan de Muerto for yourselves, head over to Panifico Bake Shop or call ahead of time, because they will have limited amount of the traditional round pan de muertos available. So that address on your screen right now, and that number 210-434-9290. And make sure to tune in tonight, because our special on Muertos Fest airs tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on KSAT, on KSAT Plus, and also however you watch KSAT. And I worked with David and our producer Alyssa this weekend we were out there for Muertos Fest, and we shot some really great important stories, getting the sights and sounds of De Los Muertos here in San Antonio.
Oh, I love that piece. That was awesome. And I'm thinking that's truly one of those while supplies last things at a local bakery, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. You know, people they might be done by this morning.
Yeah, they'll go pretty quick.
It looked like a lot of fun out there this weekend. How was the weather before the front came in?
Warm.
Yeah, warm and humid.
Mia, I was like all dolled up. I thought I looked super cute. The weather was like, makeup be gone.
Humidity is going to ruin your hair, essentially. Yeah, that is what a lot of people were saying who were out there this weekend. And then we had the front come in the afternoon, and quickly temperatures dropped, winds kicked up, and then we had to deal with a little bit of the rain Sunday night and into Monday. Still feeling the effects of all of that colder air that has worked into South Central Texas. Most of us, in fact, now all of us, above the freezing point. We were monitoring comfort, but they're now up to 33 degrees. 45 here in San Antonio, 44 out east in Gonzales, 40 degrees still holding on in Hondo, stretching over to Uvalde. Now, one of the reasons why it was able to just get so cold to kickstart our Wednesday is because, yes, we have clear skies in place, but also dry air. As we take a look at the dew points right now in and around the San Antonio area, how we measure the moisture in the atmosphere, you can see that it is incredibly dry. Those dew points down in the 30s. And that's still going to be the case as we head into our Thursday, but we start to see some changes work in by the end of this week and especially this weekend. So let's go ahead and time that out. You can see we've got an area of high pressure anchored off to our northeast. We are quiet across the Lone Star State, but what's going to happen over the next 48 hours, that high pressure system is going to work farther eastward. And as it does so, winds here at the surface here in South Central Texas, they shift in from the southeast. So that allows Gulf moisture to work its way back into South Central Texas. By Saturday morning, we'll notice a little bit more of that humidity in place as those dew points start to climb back into the 50s. And it's really your morning low temperatures where you start to notice more of that mugginess working its way back into the region. Still dry air tomorrow, so it's going to be another cold start. Maybe not quite as cold as what we saw earlier today in spots, but again, right around 40 degrees. That's where we are expecting that low temperature to bottom out here in the Alamo City. So you are going to want the coat yet again tomorrow morning. By Friday morning, we're already in the mid 50s though. And as we really start to see more of that moisture work back in, those low temperatures start to rise near 60 degrees Saturday and then well into the 60s as we head into Sunday and Monday. For context, the low temperature of 60 degrees this weekend, that's actually our high temperature this afternoon. So enjoy it. We're going to see plenty of sunshine throughout the day, helping those temperatures warm pretty efficiently. 53 degrees at lunchtime. We've got a forecast high point at around 63 by about 4 to 5 o'clock. And then if you're stepping out for any Wednesday evening plans, you will want to take the jacket with you because after the sun goes down, we're really going to start to see those temperatures fall into the 50s, around 51 by 8 p.m. Here's a look at your forecast highs for today. 64 in Floresville, 62 in Seguin, 64 as well in Hondo, stretching over to Divine, 60 degrees up in Comfort and the Kerrville area. That is well below average for this time of year. Our average high is about 77. We will start to see those afternoon highs warm as well. By the way, we've got a much calmer weather pattern that's going to take over here as we head into the second half of the work week. So we're also warming into the upper 60s tomorrow. Still pretty pleasant, but by Friday we're in the mid 70s. And then this weekend we're already starting to see those high temperatures climb into the low 80s. Unfortunately, because of the calmer weather pattern, we don't really have any rain chances in the forecast. So we'll monitor if we can find a few changes into the later portions of next week. But I want to leave you at this. We'll get you some more KSAT Connect photos a little bit later on in the newscast. Beautiful princess and her pumpkin. We had so many awesome pictures of everybody trick-or-treating yesterday, so thank you guys for sending those in.
Cute little pumpkin.
I love seeing all the kiddo costumes.
And they're so creative, too. Like, I'm just always so impressed.
Very cute. Thank you, Mia.
You bet.
921, 45 degrees.
Food insecurity is a growing problem in South Texas, and the San Antonio Food Bank is doing something to help those affected by it. We'll tell you how. That's still ahead.
Sarah and David are out at Young Women's Leadership Academy. Science with Sarah, the latest edition, is coming up live right here on GMSA at 9. Just about 9:25, time for another edition of Science with Sarah. Today, Sarah Spivey and David Sears are out at the Young Women's Leadership Academy.
They have a group of second graders with them, and today they're doing a sound wave experiment. Sarah, you were showing me this in the newsroom before you left. Good morning, guys.
Yeah, good morning. We are going to be showing how sound, even though it's invisible, it can become visible because sound travels in what? How does sound travel? Waves! That's right. So here's what you need for the experiment. David likes to put on his
safety first.
Safety first. You got 2 bowls. One of these is going to have water in it. The other one is going to have that press and seal wrap pretty tight on there. And then you need a tuning fork and a mallet. These can be found at Amazon for about $6. So.
A little off.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit that tuning fork and place it in the water and watch how the sound. Whoa! You end up getting splashed a little.
So I got my gloves on.
Yeah, here, let me try. Good job, David. And one more time.
Thank you very much.
Whoa! There you go. Okay, and then on this one, you're going to put some rice on
I got to
there.
get my gloves off of the rice. Okay.
Here, would you like to put some rice on there, David?
On there. How much rice?
That's good. And then I'm going to hit this and show.
Is this cooked or raw?
It's raw rice. If it's cooked, it's going to stick. That's not good. And then if you do it right, whoa.
It makes a lot of sound.
It makes a lot of sound, and the rice acts like jumping beans.
So we're going to have.
There we go. Awesome. I'm fighting you over it. There we go. That's awesome. So, in addition, we hear using our eardrum, which is a lot like this, but there's other animals that hear a little differently than us. So we have Emily here with the zoo, and this is Thor, right?
Yeah, this is Thor. He's a Florida king snake. And so the reason that I really wanted to bring a snake out today is because these guys actually don't have any external ear holes. So if you look really closely at his head, the sides of his head, he has no holes to help him hear. So he kind of hears like he has earmuffs on. So a really cool way that he can feel the sound a little bit different, like I said, is by feeling. So he's going to be able to feel that vibrations going through the ground as he's slithering around, since his whole body's on the ground every time he has to move.
The vibrations like what we're showing, exactly. And y'all just ended Zubu, which I heard was really fun, but coming up you've got something for the holidays, right?
Yeah, so we have Zoo Lights starting on November 18th, running to December 31st. So we are super excited. It's a great time to bring your families, your friends. It turns into a winter wonderland where you can see our animals like Thor and some of our other animals too.
That is awesome, Heather and Emily. Thank you so much for being here. And Thor, of course. Okay, girls, how does sound travel? Waves! Okay, y'all ready to sing and match a note? It's a bunch of angels here. All right, coming up, you guys are going to do the experiment. Are you guys excited? Yeah! We'll have that coming up. Well, welcome back to Science with Sarah. We are with the Young Women's Leadership Academy primary with these second graders. We're doing sound experiments. All right, girls, I want you to put your tuning fork on the water and see what happens. Make sure to hit your tuning fork hard. Let's try the tuning fork on the water. Make sure to hit it.
Hit hard. Did you hit the tuning fork with a mallet?
Like this, watch.
Hit your tuning fork.
Where's your mallet? Here. Whoa! Awesome.
What's it gonna do when it touches the water?
It will.
What's it gonna do when it touches the water?
It's gonna stop It's gonna stop the vibration. Well, it's gonna make the vibration, but you're not gonna hear it.
Okay. And then what's gonna happen when you do the rice?
I think when you do the rice.
You want to do the rice? Where's your mallet? Where's your fork? There's your
When you
fork.
put it in, it kind of looks like.
Here, hit your
All right.
tuning fork with your mallet.
Come on.
Here, let me hit it for you. Okay, put it on the rice. Oh, on the water. That was good. Okay, good job, girls. Keep on going.
All right, how's it going over here? All right, take it out of the water. Take it out of the water, and then hit it, and then put it right in the water real quick. Hit it. Oh, you got a little vibration going there. Hit it hard. There you
Good
go.
job. Okay, guys, let's try the rice now. Okay.
It's gonna vibrate.
It's gonna vibrate. So what's it gonna look like when it vibrates?
Oh, wait.
It's gonna look like waves. Here, let me help you out. Here, hold your tuning fork. Oh, okay, hold it up above the water. Ready? Let's get in there.
Wow, that's
All right, try again.
awesome.
Pull it tight. Quick. Oh, got a little wave in there.
All
So what's
right,
gonna happen
guys,
when you do the
let's
rice?
try.
I think that it might vibrate in like circles, like it might like spread out.
Oh, really? Okay.
How cool is
Let's try the rice. Take your mallet and hit your tuning fork. Let's see what the rice does.
You're gonna hold it over
Okay,
first,
y'all keep working on that.
and then hit it, and then put it in. How cool!
How are you?
Good.
Did you do the experiment?
No.
You didn't do it yet? All right, let's try it. Get a tuning fork in your mouth. What do you think? You do the rice.
Yeah, you do the rice.
You do the rice. Let's see what happens when you do the rice. See, makes noise. Okay, hit it. Hit it.
So I have a question. How does sound travel?
In waves.
In waves. When sound is low,
It makes little noises.
It does make little noises, doesn't it?
when sound is low, like Mr. David's voice, how do the waves move? Low and
Slow.
slow. That's exactly right.
Low and slow. And what happens when you talk and your voice is a little higher than mine? A little faster?
Yes.
It moves faster, doesn't it? So that's how sound goes. So if I talk real low, it'll take a while for it to get to you. But if I talk real fast and real high, it gets you real quick.
Alrighty, hey
Yeah, that
girls, were you able to make the rice move?
Go over here.
Yeah?
Did it work?
Do you guys want to sing a note again together?
Did you do the little rice thing?
Okay, sing this note with me.
Oh, you got it. Do that again. Do that again. Here, we got
Are
this
we
one working.
making waves?
See how it makes a noise? Listen, go ahead, do it again. Oh, and look at the rice jumping around. Wow, so what's that doing?
It's vibrating.
It's vibrating. So if you did that a lot, the rice would move all over the bowl, wouldn't it? All over that plastic. So what are we creating?
A vibration.
Creating vibration, and what is that? Sound waves? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that the way sound travels? Sound travels in waves, like
All right,
Like
guys,
waves
we
on the
have
ocean?
had an awesome
Y'all got it.
time at Young Women's
I got it
Leadership
done.
Academy
Did it work?
Primary. Are you guys excited about the sound we made? All right, let's wave to your mom and dad. Say bye, guys. Great job. High five. Woo! Good job.
Thank you, Sarah and David.
Thank you, guys. Okay, taking a live look with live cam, 46 degrees at 9:36, Mia. Starting to warm up slowly, but still very chilly out.
Yes, definitely still going to want the extra layer if you are fixing to step outside. This afternoon, low 60s, but we are going to see a little bit of sunshine, so that's going to help make it feel a little bit better, especially as we head into the later portions of the afternoon. I do want to get you a look at the pollen count for this Wednesday. Mold's the only allergen present, and they are low, so not a bad way to kick off the month of November in terms of the pollen count. Here is your planning forecast. Again, this afternoon, a high around 63 by about 4 to 5 o'clock. Still clear skies expected later on this evening, so those temperatures will drop off pretty quickly after the sun goes down. Most of us should be able to climb into the low 60s, a few upper 50s possible, especially north and west of San Antonio, but overall, a very pleasant fall day is on tap as we head into tomorrow and especially Friday. Monday and this weekend, you are going to notice a warming trend taking over, already approaching 80 degrees on Saturday. So we'll talk a little bit more in depth about that, get you some more KSAT Connect photos, and also a October recap, everything that we saw over the past 31 days, coming up a little bit later on, guys.
Very much, Mia. At last check, I saw 5 accidents, 2 of them at 90 eastbound in Couples. 2 also reported very close together at 410 westbound, either San Pedro or McCullough. You're seeing some of the leftovers of one of those. And then we also have an accident reported 281 south at Bitters. Well, it is a problem that's growing. Thousands of seniors facing food insecurity in South Texas as they struggle to make ends meet. The San Antonio Food Bank is trying to help with a new initiative.
Max Massey explains why it's needed and introduces us to one female veteran who is living with the struggle every day.
I was in Japan for 3 years, and then I was at a helicopter squadron in San Diego, and we were aboard the USS Carl Vinson.
Meet Lisa Davidson, a Navy veteran whose job eventually brought her here to San Antonio.
2017, I got promoted, and I was doing really, really well. And then 2017, they outsourced the jobs overseas, and I was out of work. And at my age, no college degree, trying to find something back in that position again was hard.
But now, Lisa is one of the thousands locally who face food insecurity.
Well, I've been struggling.
The United States Department of Agriculture says last year 44 million Americans were dealing with food insecurity. The San Antonio Food Bank says more than 50,000 of those struggling in Southwest Texas, they're seniors. As for Lisa, she's been coming to the food bank distributions or food pantries since 2018. But with inflation, her expenses are only getting worse and worse.
It was, but my rent just went up about $70 as of last month. And then, so that really clipped what I have left after my VA check. And then I'm only getting like about a $40 increase next year. So it's not going to match. And I'm still trying to get caught up with electricity.
The food bank has created the Hunger Free November for Seniors initiative. They dedicate 70 pounds of food for every senior dealing with food insecurity.
They're a lifesaver to me. I'm really, really grateful. I mean, it's like, it means you got food for another week.
Saving money on food helps Lisa use what other money she has for her necessities.
So for me, they also help because now I can concentrate on household stuff, personal hygiene stuff when I go to the supermarket and fill that little bag that costs so much. And food, I'm not worrying about.
Still, as Lisa tells me she's working to pay off the electricity bill from this past summer, she remains optimistic, smiling from ear to ear today.
I'll be a lot worse off without them. And that's why I'm smiling today, because it gives me a chance.
Max Massey, KSAT 12 News.
If you want to help out sponsors, senior, we have all the information to do so. Right now, just head on over to ksat.com.
It's 9:40 and 47 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Coming up, the World Series highlights from Game 4 and the Spurs versus the Phoenix Suns. Everybody's talking about a last-second win. RJ Marquez will be back in the studio to break things down.
Okay, we're going to go out to the zoo cam with San Antonio Zoo. This is the hippo enclosure, but I guess it's too cold outside for the hippos to be doing any zoomies. The outdoor part, they're staying warm inside. Hey, it's always a great day to go to the zoo, even when it's 47 degrees. Actually, it'd be pretty nice to go today. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Well, it was a little chilly out there yesterday, but all things considered, especially after the drizzly Monday that we had, it was pretty good weather for trick-or-treating. Promise you some more KSAT Connect photos of the very impressive costumes that we had sent in. Take a look at this one. This is a Bluey costume from over in Hondo. Super, super cute photos that we had there as well. How about this one? Crayola, brother and sister cutest little crayons I've ever seen. So precious. And then how about this little Wednesday on that Tuesday? So again, thank you everybody that sent in those KSAT Connect photos. All right, as we have wrapped up the month of October, wanted to get you a little bit of a recap of what we saw over the 31-day period. Rain total 3.21 officially here in San Antonio. The average is 3.75, so we're about half an inch below the average. Still have a little bit of work to do, but not too shabby, all things considered. Temperatures, the hottest high that we saw throughout the month, 97 degrees. So we kind of saw all of the different seasons from the start of the month to the end of the month. That 97-degree high was on October 4th. The coldest low yesterday as well as Monday, 42 degrees. Now looking ahead to the month of November. So today marking the start of the month, our average high, now talking about the average temperatures, 77, average low is 55. But as we continue on, by the end of the month, that average high temperature comes down to the upper 60s and the average low is in the mid 40s. So we'll start to see a few more cold fronts work in, and then on average, of course, those temperatures start to trend down. However, over the next 7 days, we're actually going to see the opposite trend here in San Antonio. So low 60s expected later on this afternoon, 67 by Thursday. We trend in the mid 70s already on Friday. And then as we head into this weekend, low 80s are expected. And then potentially into the beginning of next week, we start to climb back into the mid 80s as we start to see a little bit more of that moisture work its way into the area as well. But for right now, it is still chilly outside. We've got plenty of sunshine, nothing but blue skies, 45 degrees, winds out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And here's a look at temperatures across the region. 46 in Gonzales, 46 as well in Cotulla. Most of us now climbing into the 40s. The farther northwest that you go, still holding on to the 30s for places like Junction as well as Fredericksburg. We're going to continue to see plenty of sunshine throughout the day. 61 by 3 p.m., 63 at 5 o'clock, and then turning chilly again, especially after the sun goes down. We were talking about drier air earlier in the newscast. One of the reasons why it was able to get so cold out there earlier this morning. Still holding on to that drier air into Thursday, but by Friday and especially this weekend, as we start to see those winds shift in from the southeast, more of that moisture is going to work into south central Texas. So your overnight lows come up near 60 degrees Saturday morning, 62 by Sunday morning, and even a little bit warmer into the beginning of next week. A calmer weather pattern otherwise, so we don't unfortunately have any notable rain chances to talk about over the next 7 days. But I do want to mention, here's your early reminder that clocks fall back at 2 a.m. on Sunday. We are going to gain an hour of sleep, which is fantastic news, but you can see what that's going to do to your sunrise and sunset time. Saturday, sunset 6:45. Sunday, sunset near 5:44. So there's just your early reminder as we look ahead to the upcoming weekend, guys.
Mia, thank you.
Well, the Rangers are one win away from their first World Series title.
And the Spurs pull off an incredible comeback after Wemby shows up in a very fun Halloween costume. RJ is back. RJ, I loved seeing Wemby in his Slender Man costume.
Yeah, Wemby was taking it all in last night. Big fan of Halloween there. Good to see him in the Halloween spirit. We're going to show you that video here in just a bit. But first of all, let's show you this World Series action. Game 4 out there in Arizona. Chase Field was the scene of this one. And again, the Rangers up in this series 2-1. Let's show some of these highlights right now as we take a look there at a packed Chase Field for this big game here. And early on, look, the Rangers bats have been on fire. Marcus Semion's second inning, bases clearing triple right there to put the Rangers up early on in this one. In the second inning, they scored 5 runs in the second inning and then 5 runs in the third inning. This was big time stuff from the Texas Rangers. They continue to be hot. Speaking of hot, Corey Seager, why are they even pitching to this guy anymore? Why even pitch to him at this point? By the way, Adolis Garcia is out. It was out of this game. Corey Seager, of course, with his 6th home run now and puts the Rangers up big again there. Travis Jankowski, speaking of Garcia, he actually came in for Garcia, stepped in for him and played extremely well. A couple of big base hits there to put the Rangers up. They were up 10-0 again at the top of the third, and it was pretty much curtains at that point there. The Diamondbacks did score 7 runs the rest of the way, but Rangers win this one 11-7. one win away again from their first ever World Series title. And I think back to the Rangers I think it was 2010, when they were also one win away from the World Series there, and they lost 2 games to the St. Louis Cardinals there on the road. Good thing is the Rangers do have home field advantage here, so if they were to lose this one, they would have the last 2 games there in Arlington. So it's pretty exciting times, up 35 there for the Texas Rangers. Game 5, hopefully they could just seal the deal tonight. The way they've been playing, offense, defense, I'm thinking that they get this done. I'm thinking they get it done tonight. Rangers, Diamondbacks still on the road there at Arizona. Rangers up 3-1 in this series. Okay, let's check out the San Antonio Spurs. All right, here we go. This was just a busy Halloween night. This game starting late out there in the Southwest. The Spurs on the road, coming off of that big loss to the Clippers, and Wemby here. This was an amazing dunk. I mean, basically jumped from outside the paint to throw that one down. It was basically the only highlight the Spurs had in the entire first half. They were down by 20, down by the upper teens for most of the first half. But you know what? They kept on plugging away here. Keldon Johnson hitting a big 3 there. He had 4 threes last night, led the team with 21 points. And here we see a nice little defense into offense there. Devin Vassell flying through the air to get that big dunk. And here we have another nice play. I believe this was the Wemby rebound. Look at this guy. I mean, his arm basically stretched like Stretch Armstrong there to get that put back and the rebound there. And Wemby finished with 18 points.
Nice.
But this was the end of the play of the game here, the last sequence. So we get the dunk from Wemby. They cut it to 1 with a couple seconds left in the game. Kevin Durant gets the ball in the inbound pass, and Keldon Johnson, like stealing candy on Halloween, takes it from him. Lays it in. KJ with the bucket to put the Spurs. Look, KD's just shocked there. Spurs go up by a point there with 1 second left, and then they get the shot to KD here. Cannot hit it. And what a win for this young Spurs team. Coming off of a 40-point loss against the Clippers the other night. I was on social media yesterday. A lot of Spurs fans were just disappointed in the way that these guys came out in that first half. Again, the Suns did not have Devin Booker or Bradley Beal, but still an incredible comeback. They were down for most of this game, but big effort there from KJ, Devin Vassell, and of course Wemby. And speaking of Wemby, this was the look, first of all, let's talk about this next Spurs game. They are still in Arizona, still in Phoenix, taking on the Suns. That was the first of a back-to-back sets here. So taking on Phoenix tomorrow night. Again, same tip-off time, as you can see there. So a little bit later start. So we were speaking about Wemby and that Halloween costume. Take a look at this. This from TNT. Look at this guy walking in here. Imagine seeing this. 7'4", rookie sensation, Victor Wembanyama, shouting out to the people in the hallway there at the arena in a bodysuit tuxedo. Okay, inspired by that classic character, the Slender Man character right there. So this was before the game, walking into the arena, and guys, social media was buzzing when they saw this. All sorts of just shares from Spurs fans, just loving the fact that Wemby was in the Halloween spirit.
Doesn't look real, but that was all Wemby.
It was. I don't remember what. There's a sportscaster that said he kind of looks like Slender Man, so I think that's him having a sense of.
Some people said, you know what? So he just dressed up as himself.
There you go.
I love the sense of humor.
All right. Yeah, good stuff from the Spurs there and the Rangers.
All right, thank you, RJ.
All right.
We'll see how the Rangers do right now. 9:53, 48 degrees.
We'll be right back.